Boston College men's basketball hasn't made the NCAA tournament since 2009, and every March, Eagle fans wonder when they'll get to cheer on their squad in the big dance once again. But BC fans will get to root for the newest member of their program this weekend during the Final Four, as Connecticut's Luke Murray was announced as the 14th head coach in program history today at Barber Auditorium.
The Clement and Elizabeth Izzy family head men's basketball coach to Boston College, Luke Murray.
With his family in attendance and a full house on hand to hear, Murray made March the center of his BC mission.
I know it's been a while, right? It's been since 2009 since we've enjoyed that NCAA tournament, and that's our focus. That's going to be our focus every single day, is working to get ourselves back in the position to be an NCAA tournament team, to hear our team announced on Selection Sunday. Murray comes to Chestnut Hill after 5 years at UConn, winning back-to-back national championships as the offensive mastermind of Dan Hurley, whom Murray labeled a life-changing mentor. Coach Hurley gave me my first chance to be an assistant basketball coach when I was 24 years old. And I turned 41 tomorrow, so I would say for the last 17 years, he's been as impactful as any person in my life. Hurley's impact on Murray has been clear on the court. The Huskies have fielded a top 20 scoring offense in the NCAA in each of the last 3 seasons. BC, however, hasn't cracked the top 100 in that same span. Murray promised a brand of BC basketball that's worth the watch. I think our style of play is going to be one that is aesthetically pleasing. It's going to be a new era of BC basketball. It's going to start right away. It's going to become an incredibly exciting brand of basketball, and I think something that people can really get behind. As Murray heads to Indianapolis with the Huskies this weekend, it remains to be seen how his vision for Boston College basketball will take shape in the coming days. Murray said he's still unsure of who will be joining his staff here on the Heights, but that he and the members of it will be ready when the transfer portal opens next Tuesday after the national championship. Reporting live from Hoag Basketball Pavilion, Giovanni Culotta, WZBC Sports. In the opening round of last season's ACC tournament, Boston College shocked Syracuse behind 56 combined points from Tia Sidbury and Dontavia Wagner. Tonight at Conti Forum, the Eagles just barely eclipsed that mark as a group, as Syracuse handed BC its 17th straight loss, 93-59. Turnovers plagued BC yet again, as Syracuse surged for 21 points off the Eagles' 18 giveaways. Exactly what Joanna Burnaby-McNamee said the Eagles mustn't do to win this game.
Two goals that we wanted to try to stick with was limiting our turnovers so they wouldn't get easy transition baskets, and limiting second chance opportunities for them. And in the first half we gave up a lot of those, and that kind of was the theme throughout the second half as well. So when
the Eagles did possess the basketball, it was often in the hands of Lily Carmody and Jocelyn Greer. The guards both scored 15 points to lead the team. Greer was 3 for 7 from beyond the arc, the freshman's second most in a single game.
Jocelyn really, could be starting for us and play starter minutes, but I love that she's the spark that she is off the bench. So, there's no doubt that she could start for us, but I like the way she brings a good presence coming off the bench ready to score.
But Coach McNamee is certain that her team's losses don't reflect its character.
I told our players just now, we're on a ridiculous losing streak, but these players that I'm coaching, they're not losers. They're good people, they have high character, they're working hard, but today I didn't see that spark in them like we need to have.
The Eagles fall to 0-12 in conference play, and they must win one of the next 4 games if they want to avoid being the first team without an ACC win since Clemson in 2015. As it happens, the Eagles head down to South Carolina this Super Bowl Sunday for a date with the Tigers at 2 o'clock. Reporting live from Conti Forum, Giovanni Culotta, WZBC Sports. Well, Nick, Luke Murray made it abundantly clear what his goal was in coming to Boston College, a 2-time national champion. He might be a 3-time national champion come Monday, but he wants to get this BC team back to March and playing in the NCAA tournament. Plain and simple, this group has not made it since 2009, so the mission clear for Murray today as he was introduced at Boston College. One thing I took away from this was his emphasis on the challenge of taking this job. BC, since firing Al Skinner in the early 2010s, obviously hasn't made the tournament, but it's gone through a couple of coaches and really struggled to get back to the heights that it enjoyed under Skinner in the late 90s and into the 2000s. Earl Grant obviously leaving this program after Boston College failed to make the ACC tournament in back-to-back seasons. So now the challenge for Murray becomes, as he emphasized, is getting the student body to buy into this group and guide them on their way both back to ACC success and success in March. Nick, Kyan Anthony followed in his father's footsteps by committing to play for the Orange last year and is making a name for himself in Western New York as the 2025 season rolls on. His dad, Carmelo, is over my right shoulder in the building to watch his son do something he never did at Syracuse, and that's play a game here in Conti Forum. Carmelo is familiar with the Eagles, though, as he and the Orangemen hosted Boston College on January 11th, 2003 in the Carrier Dome. Carmelo led the way with a 24-point double-double. Hakeem Warwick also tallied 24 points and 15 boards as the Orange beat the Troy Bell-led Eagles 82-74. It was the Orange's 10th consecutive win as Carmelo led Syracuse to that national title game, a win over Kansas in April of 2003. Still the program's only national title game win. So Kyan's got a lot to live up to today with his dad in the building. Syracuse is on a 3-game win streak, and Carmelo looking to see a good performance, or a repeat performance, I should say, as his son makes Anthony family history here at Conti Forum this afternoon. Nick, back to you. No shortage of passion from Kate Popovec-Goss in her introductory press conference today at Barber Auditorium. The former head coach at Bradley, known for defense across their time in the Missouri Valley Conference and with the Northwestern Wildcats, where she won a couple of Big Ten championships in Evanston, bringing a brand of defense to BC that she said would be read and react and allow her players to be as free as possible on the court. Seldom have I heard a head coach be as transparent as Coach Popovec-Goss was in spelling out her defensive game plan. Obviously the read and react aspect of it, but also adding that her defense would be as stout and aggressive as any in the ACC. And that could be a welcome change for Boston College. Just a 5-win group last year, lost 20 straight games throughout that season. That was an ACC record. Also ranking in the bottom 5 in the league in defensive efficiency and steals, whereas Coach Popovec-Goss's Bradley Braves were in the top 5 in the Missouri Valley Conference a season ago in both of those categories. It's a coach that Blake James said is a proven winner, knows how to elevate a program. She did it at Bradley, and now BC hoping she can do it here on the Heights, Miriam. After 7 months, Lax is back on the Heights. I'm here at Fish Fieldhouse as Boston College lacrosse begins its season against number 2 Northwestern in a highly anticipated opening matchup. The Eagles and Wildcats are familiar foes. They've battled in the biggest of spots in each of the last 4 seasons. Most notably, BC triumphed in the 2024 National Championship game, where a kick save from Shea Dolce with 20 seconds remaining sealed the program's 2nd national title. The Eagles followed it up with a regular season road win last year before a loss to Northwestern in the NCAA semifinals this past May. As Coach Acacia Walker and BC begin their quest for vengeance, a flurry of new faces hope to maintain last year's prolific offense. Juniors Kylie Colbert and Molly Driscoll return to lead the charge, joined by UNC transfer Marissa White and Stony Brook transfer Casey Colbert. Although sometimes the best offense is an elite defense. The twice-reigning ACC Goalkeeper of the Year is back between the pipes as Dolce anchors the Eagles' defense. The Eagles' 2026 campaign begins right here tonight at Fish Fieldhouse, 5 o'clock p.m. on ACC Network Extra. Be sure to follow us on social media for more videos like this and updates as the season goes on. Thanks for watching, and go Eagles!